Howdy, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Lone Star Gaming. We're going to be continuing today in our playthrough of Stardew Valley, so let's jump right in. Gonna load up our farm, and we are on Jetstream Farm. Have a few others started, but this is the one I'm going to be playing through with y'all. Alright, so we start off by watering our crops. And I think today we're going to spend a little bit of time clearing out some stuff from the farm here because I need materials for a coop and a barn and to fix the bridge. For those of you just joining, last I was playing, we were working on some of the community center stuff. We have got our crops planted for that. We're working on trying to get this. We have got some of that stuff. A lot of that's actually pretty easy to get, especially those three on the bottom. That's a oak resin, a pine tar, and a maple syrup. So you just have to tap a few trees to get that. And then we had finished all of our fishing that we can do at the moment. Well, so I can still find these two things. I can get this from a rock crab, and that can wash up on the beach. But other than that, we are finished with our fishing for the community center. So right now we're just trying to, make some more money to be able to buy more stuff for the farm and to get some of the other things that we will need for the community center. So I have a few of those. This right here is cauliflower and this is green bean, so we'll need those for the other spring crops. And then we have a few of the spaces up there that are fertilized so that we can hopefully get some gold star parsnips and have enough of those for the bundle. We're also going to be, trying to get down into the mines deeper at some point. And we'll probably at some point we will try and get my watering can upgraded, most likely, because I do have... Okay, so right now I have plenty of stone for a few things, but I'm gonna need a good bit more wood. So also I'm probably gonna be hoping for a rain day here shortly, so that I have more energy to spend cutting down these trees. Let's see, we are gonna leave. So this is a maple, this is an oak, and that is do I have that recipe yet? No, I do not. So we're going to leave one of each of the kinds of trees near each other, because there's something that we'll want to build later on called a tapper, and that will that'll be very helpful with all of our um, that'll be helpful with the artisan bundle because that'll help us to get the uh, oak resin, maple syrup, and pine tar. If you just tap a tree, it takes about a week. I think some of them maybe take slightly longer. Um, but right now, we are going to, since I am all out of energy, we're gonna go. We'll give. I've already given her 2 gifts this week. Okay. I didn't think I had, but apparently I have. Okay. I gave Caroline a couple gifts, so that's a good hint. Foraging is definitely a good kind of way to earn some extra cash early game, um, because it doesn't take any of your energy and it makes okay money. It's not the best, but you can always do it. So you can do whatever else you have planned for the day, and then you can go foraging. It helps your uh, gets you more experience, which is always useful. Um, but yeah, this bridge is something that we want to get repaired because there's some good stuff on the other side of that, and there's something you need for the community center bundle that I believe only washes up on that side, or it only starts to wash up on the other side after you've already fixed the bridge. Um, but so we'll do some foraging. We can maybe do a little bit more clearing of the area with the scythe. Like I can clear some of the grass or other things that I don't need to use a different tool for. Um, and we'll just kind of get everything situated where we're in kind of a good spot. We're in a pretty good spot already to already have almost all of the fishing done um, for the spring. That we already have that done. Oh yeah, I should go. I'll go to the Adventurers Guild because um, I completed that initiation. That initiation is just killing 10 slimes. It's really not that hard to do. Honestly, a lot of times you probably will have already done it, but it doesn't unlock until you've gotten to, I want to say it's level 10 in the mines. There's another mission you get before it that's going a certain depth in the mines that you have to complete that one first. Um, but yeah, so we got a parsnip farm. Clear some of this space over here because I'll want to eventually put down a coop and a and a barn, but I'll need space to do that. Here's my cat. His name is Knox in this one. I've had a few different cat names in some of my different playthroughs. Okay, so this and this and this. Alright. And let's go ahead and get this other copper smelted. Um, one big difference between this and something like say Minecraft is that it is a um, 5-to-1 ratio on your ores and the to get to get a bar. Um, so that is definitely a difference you have to get used to if you are someone who enjoy is Minecraft but wants to try something like this. You know, this is a there's a lot to do in this game, and we're just barely starting. Um, so the more you play, the more there is to do, and um, you can make friends with all the people. I do usually make friends with people. I just do it a little bit later on. So this is your monster eradication goals. You can see some of them I have started. Any of the ones that have a question mark just means I haven't beaten one of whatever it is yet, but as soon as I have um, killed at least one of it, it will reveal that and for which, because I don't actually remember what all the which numbers relate to which monster, but those can give you some decent bonuses if you complete them. They give you either a weapon or a ring or some other item, and those items are usually pretty helpful. So it is definitely good to get them, but um, so this is gonna be one of those days where we maybe call it an early night because I'm out of energy, but I don't really also have anything else to do. Um, so we're gonna just go ahead and go to sleep and head into the next day. What's the weather? It's gonna be clear and sunny. Okay. Yeah. I usually do try and do as much in a day as possible, but sometimes you're just out of stuff to do and you just kind of all right, awesome. So these are ready. All right, we got one. Oh, come on. All right, cool. We did get all of the. I wasn't sure we were going to, but we did get all of the gold star parsnips that we need. So we're gonna save 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And actually, so we will plant these 6 carrot seeds, but I'm actually probably going to leave these spaces because I don't want to spend more money um, there one of the festivals is coming up soon, and that um, is the only time that you can this it's the egg festival. It happens the 13th of spring, and it is the only time that you are able to buy strawberry seeds. um, and strawberries are nice because they sell well, but they also they regrow. So whenever you so you plant them, and they take, I don't remember exactly how long to uh, mature, but then once they are matured, then actually no. Oh no, Pierre's is closed on Wednesday, so we will just sell those to that. Put that away. So right now, what I kind of need is more wood. So I'm going to use my energy all up to get that. Because I want to get a... I'm going to... Hang on, how much clay do I have? Because I'm gonna need. Okay, I only have 2 clay. I'm gonna need 2 more copper bars, so I should go. Okay, I'll go into the mines tomorrow since I've already used a lot of my energy to cut wood. Because what I'm going to want to get, the next couple goals are going to be getting a coop, a barn, and a silo. Those are I'll need those 3 things built to kind of progress further, because so your coop allows you to get your chickens, and then your the barn allows you to get cows, and then once you have upgraded it, they both have a couple upgrades. Because I will need a little bit more stone. Well, yeah. Because right now I have enough stone. I have enough stone for the coop, but I'm going to need a little bit more. So yeah, going in the mines tomorrow would be a good idea. But since we're out of energy again, let's go foraging. And like I said in the last video, the lower energy is definitely one of the hardest parts about the early game, because it can be harder to get anything done because you just don't really have that much energy. And there are items that help restore your energy, and those can be very helpful. I think actually these spring so if you these don't give that much, so those aren't really as worth it for terms of like energy regaining. They're much better to sell. I don't think they actually sell for that much either, but you can use them if you for energy regen. One thing that it doesn't unlock till I want to say sometime in the summer, but you get access to this spa, and if you sit in the waters, it will restore your health and energy. So it does take a little bit of time, but it can be really useful that if you have something to do early in the morning that does take a good bit of energy, but then you want to try and make a run for the mines or anything else that you need more energy for, then that can help restore your energy. But I don't have that unlocked just yet, so kind of right now we're still just working with what we got. We'll head to the beach though, see if there's any of the things that I need. Well, really, there's only the one that I can get right now. Um, you'll learn pretty quickly that, at least for building stuff, wood is a pretty necessary resource, but it's also semi difficult to come by. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I can do that. I'm pretty sure I have a horseradish shit just sitting around. Um, but yeah, the wood, because you only get it either from chopping down the trees or from you can buy it, but it's really buying wood is not that financially feasible early game. Um, Later on, I definitely in some of my other farms I have um, played and just bought a lot of wood because it was like, okay, excuse me. Oh dang it! I was making a lot. Double dang it! Um, I was making a lot of money at that point, so and I will probably have a similar setup later in this playthrough, so you'll be able to kind of see how I did that. But I needed a somewhat semi ridiculous amount of wood, so it was kind of easier. Evelyn, she's not in here. Where is she? It was kind of easier to just buy it, but that was when I was making um, just bunches upon bunches of money. Like that was definitely more of a late game type of thing. That's like, hey, I make a few $100,000 a day or a week or whatever. I think it was more like every week, but anyway, I was making a bunch of money at that point, so it's like, okay, I can afford to um, get the to buy the wood. Usually, I would just try and harvest it myself, but right. Let's see if Abigail already went home or if I can catch her because since Pierre's is closed on Wednesday. She probably already went home. I may have faster. It's okay. Okay. So again, there's really not much else for me to do today. Oh, hey, more clay. That's useful. Um, I try to never fully run out of energy because if you if you do, and um, I can show y'all what happens maybe sometime, but you'll get a thing that says like, "Oh, you're feeling lethargic," and a lot of time, and I'm pretty sure if you go to sleep feeling lethargic, it doesn't restore your full energy. Let's see. Okay. I wanted to make sure. Oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow. Nice. Not that I have many crops for it to rain on, but ooh, it went up double farming level up. That's nice. All right, $3,427. That is good. That's a that's a good spot to be in. This carrot is ready, and there's this green bean. So that green bean will save to take. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna do a mines run today. See how much deeper we can get. Try and get a little bit more copper, all that kind of stuff. But before we do that, we got a quest in the mail from Robin. She lost her favorite axe, and I think I did have to. I don't remember if I asked my sister where it was or if I had to look it up. But either way, um, she I figured it out by one of those means, and for anyone whenever they get that quest, it is right over here. So you get that, and then you can bring that to Robin. She gives you money. I don't remember if because you a lot of those if you see like the flyers outside of Pierre's or there's another thing later on. We'll get to that. A lot of those, if it's for someone, it says like, "Oh, this person will be pleased." That just means that their friendship with you gets increased. I don't remember if Robin's lost axe gives you more friendship with her or not, but it's 250 gold and it's pretty easy once you know where it is to just go grab it and then go and talk to her. So grab off that wood, sell these spring onions. Cause yeah, I know I'm gonna need some more copper. So if I can get that now, then I can spend tomorrow getting a little bit more wood, and then I can make sure that everything is set up for my strawberries that I'll get on the 13th. Don't know exactly how many of them I'll be able to get. I don't remember how much they cost. I might look that up in a second here. Okay, so that does count as Hogder. Um, Demetrius. Um, but yeah. Okay, they cost 100 gold, so right now I'd be able to get 45. That's not bad. Maybe. Um, okay, I've only gotten down to level 10 so far. Might see if we find some more things to sell. Might do a bit of fishing tomorrow instead, to try and get a little bit more money, to buy a few more. Oh, and if you probably saw how the screen right now, it's green. That just means that there's a swarm coming, and the swarm is usually just kind of whatever flying creature is prevalent in whatever level you're on. So like there it was those insects that move around. You won't usually get the green insects as part of like the the one that I just killed, um, because they don't really move the same way that the other ones do. Ooh, I got some sneakers. Are those better? +1 defense. No, those are not better than what I already have. Okay. Now we gotta try and when I do the mines, I do usually go after the different um, monsters, creatures, whatever you want to call them, first, because since they could potentially drop a ladder like that one just did, and they don't take energy to slay, then I usually will attack them before I go hunting after which of the rocks. Yeah, no topaz yet. No, I have not. Because there's usually at least one rock um, that will drop a ladder, but sometimes you can be looking for a long time and not find it. So I like to attack the creatures. Ooh, amethyst. Okay, I need that more than I need this slime. And then I double check if there's stuff like copper ores, um, or any other rocks on the level that are worth getting. Alright, and one thing, those things I just killed, I don't know if they're called grubs or larvae, but whenever you fight them, you want to take care of them quickly, because if you if you don't kill them in a certain amount of time, then they will form a cocoon. Okay, I need this. Let's get rid of the fiber I can get. They'll form a cocoon and they'll turn into these one of these flying insects that are harder to deal with. So those can be kind of a pain, but that's just a helpful little tip that if you're fighting one of them, to try and take care of it quickly. To avoid that from happening. Because also once they're in their cocoon, you cannot hurt them until they come out as the different insect. This is one of those big rooms. Ah, there's a ladder. Ooh, a diamond. Nice. Okay. We don't need these sneakers. We'll take that diamond though. So the stone that I just hit. Ooh, this is the better sword, so we can get rid of that one. How it's kind of blue when it's blue and swirly like that. They have a name for it. I don't remember what the actual name of those stones is, but they usually have pretty good stuff inside them. Like they'll have, like that one had diamond, or others might have a. Okay, I'm actually running pretty low on energy, so we're gonna head back home. Others may have, like they might have a lot of geodes. It might have, there's something called a prismatic shard that is a really good item to get. You usually don't get them until a little bit later in the game, but those are really nice to have, and so they can come from that. But we've got some stuff we can bring to Gunter tomorrow, so that might be worth doing for tomorrow. What do we? Yeah, I'm not high enough friendship. Well, I thought I did go talk to. I thought I did talk to them. Oops. Maybe I can make it there before they won't already be in their rooms. If they're in their rooms, I'm into SOL, but maybe they'll still be out and about. Okay, so Abigail's asleep. I can talk to Caroline at least. Oops, I just totally forgot to do that. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Well, then that's alright. So we got 4 things I could bring to Gunter. So we might do that tomorrow. And let's see what else we've got going here. We'll go ahead and make a second furnace here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so sell this, sell this. Let's go ahead and sell all of this. need that still. Don't need this. I already took a potato in, didn't I? Yeah. So I can sell that potato. Need the green bean. And yeah. Alright. Level 2 mining. Woo. Alright, so we made a good little bit off of selling those the forageables I had. I hadn't really had much reason to keep them. So, okay, 50 strawberries is probably enough. Ooh, cookies. Yeah, I think 50 strawberries will be enough for the sake of the... Okay, need some more clay. I need my water can. Dang it. I can get up to 55. We might do the whole 55. Okay. We'll bring both of these. Bring one of these. Close one of these. One of these. I maybe should have kept the daffodils for Caroline. Oh well. Whatever. Let's see here. Trying to find a little bit more clay because I need more for my might not be the worst idea is to get the not a lot of grilling. Okay, that's fine. Because yeah, it might not actually be the worst idea in the world to excuse me, buy my silo before I get my barn and stuff so that I can start to fill that. Oh wait, right, I already given her gifts. Oh well, okay. So I'm not giving her a gift, but I will go talk to her. Caroline. Alright, so we got that done. Let's go drop this stuff off to Gunter. Is it Gunther or Gunther? Gunther. Gunther. Okay. So, like I said, at least usually in the first year, I don't spend a whole lot of time making friends with people. That's something I save more till like the second year. Oh, yes, I haven't gone here at all yet. Um, Usually, I will save like making friends until the second year, or if I'm trying for perfection or anything. Because that is the thing. Anything you do give to Gunther, um, he does keep. You do get rewards for it. So some of the rewards you get for donating a certain item. Other of the rewards you get for donating a certain amount of items. We'll go ahead and we'll donate all of that. That's another 250. Yeah, lentil soup does not sound appetizing at all. Okay, let's go down to the beach, I guess. Yeah, because I usually diamonds are usually nice to sell. They sell for I want to say about 500. It's a good price. However much they do sell for, it's a pretty good amount. Talk to Elliot because Elliot is one of the people that gold ore, nice. Um, you want to talk to Elliot when you see him out because he is not often outside of his home, especially while you're still starting to make friends with him and anybody else, because you have to have two hearts with him before do you can go into his house. And now that just there where you saw like, oh, Sam is trying to do a kickflip, that does at least that does still count as you talking to them. So there'll be sometimes like Demetrius will sometimes it'll be like, oh, Demetrius is deep in thought, and it'll seem like he's ignoring you or anything, but that does actually count as talking to them for the day. Um, Same thing. Leah will sometimes be out painting pictures, and she'll be like too engrossed with that, or Haley will be out with her camera, or sometimes Haley just straight up ignores you, but it does again still count. This is the hat sales guy. There's like I don't usually buy any of the hats. There's not really much reason to other than aesthetic. Um, I definitely, especially early game, I don't buy any of the hats. That's something that I would usually wait until later to um, buy hats. Oh, right, traveling cart. I almost forgot to do that. Alright, you got anything good for me? No. I could get the lobster, but it's considering that you can. I'm pretty sure you can buy a lobster pot for less than 600 gold. So, that would be buying the lobster pot would be the much more efficient way to um, to get a lobster if that's what you're trying to do. Either catching it for the so there's an achievement called the Master Angler, and that's when you catch one of everything, like one of every fish, I should say. And then there's um, also the lobster for the crab pot bundle. But like I said, it would be. I'm pretty sure you can get one of those for cheaper. Or you can get a lobster pot for cheaper than 600. So, and if you buy one, it does not count towards your master angler. You do have to actually catch it in a crab pot. I realized I was saying lobster pot. They're actually called crab pots. That's my bad. But yeah, to for them to count towards catching for the master angler, which is that's something I have not ever gotten in any of my playthroughs. I'm not very good at fishing, especially early on, and it's kind of one of my least favorite things to do in the game. So I often kind of ignore it. But anyway, so tomorrow is the festival, um, and now I have enough wood to do one of the. Wait, do I have more clay than I thought? Oh, I do. Okay, I can't get to Robin's in time, but that's good to know. So maybe I'll get her to make my silo the day after the festival. Ooh, actually, and let's sell this topaz so that I have a little bit more money to going into the festival. Yeah, that is very good to know. I guess I just put them in opposite chests on accident, but I do have enough. That's good. So I can. Nobody works on a um, festival day. So, well, Pierre has a shop at each of the festivals, or not, or yeah, no, he does. He has. So Pierre has his shop that is running during each of the festivals. Okay, keep the cauliflower because we need that. Sell the carrots. I don't really actually need this green bean, so we're gonna go ahead and chop it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I need to do that one. And you know what? We're gonna go ahead and make some more basic fertilizer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I have 30 spring seeds. Yeah, I could plant those too. So let's go ahead. So 7, that's 8, 7, 8, and 9. Just get rid of this last row. Okay, I don't have quite enough fertilizer for all of these, but alright, so yeah, we're getting all these watered. And then once the festival starts, we'll head into town for that. We'll buy our 60 strawberries. Because that's the most I can get. But yeah, nobody works on a festival day, and Robin, if you have her doing a project and you start it like 2 days before a festival, she will work on it the day before the festival, then take the festival off, and then she'll get back to working on whatever you have her working on. I'm sorry, I skipped through a lot of this dialogue just because I've seen it before and I don't really. Yeah, Pierre is all mad at you. It's like, hey, how did you get back here? It's like, you left an open path, dummy. But anyway, festivals are definitely a really good time to talk to everyone. So I like. You don't. With the Egg Festival, I'm pretty sure after. Okay, I already talked to Demetrius. After you do the egg hunt, it ends. So you do kind of want to make sure that you have talked to everybody. If you're wanting to talk to everybody, because one thing, once you have somebody's hearts all the way full, they will stop decaying. So if you're in a later year, and you have everyone's hearts full, you don't even necessarily have to go to the festivals. I actually oftentimes won't. Or I'll go to some of them and not others. It just really kind of depends on what I feel like and if I have other things that I really prefer to do that day. Because one thing about it too is that if you you cannot go into wherever the festival is located. So today I would not have been able to come into town until the festival was starting. because they are setting up the festival. But you can go anywhere else. You just can't go into wherever the festival is being set up. Um, so, all right, did I win? It's gonna be either me or Abigail. It's me. Okay, so yeah, that does end the festival. Um, but then you do have a limited amount of time after to go and do whatever else you need to do. In this case, for me, it's getting all these strawberries planted and watered. Um, because I want them to produce as many times as possible before the end of the season. I know I won't get as many harvests from them as I would if I had planted them at the start of the season, but since you can't get strawberry seeds until the 13th in year one, there's a way to turn the crops you have into seeds later on. Um, you do have to be a semi high farming level for that to unlock the recipe to make a seed maker. And then, so you'll probably see that um, that I will keep a few strawberries to sell to turn into seeds later, but most of them will get sold. Alright, so keep on trucking. We got a little bit of money from selling those carrots. It is raining today. That's nice. So I don't have to worry about watering. I think what we're going to do here. Alright, it's a new week for presents, so we'll take those. Take this. Was there something else I needed? I don't know if I need like an earth crystal or something. I don't remember. We're gonna go see. We're gonna do a couple things today. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go and we're gonna check the traveling cart. See if they have anything good. Because also, depending on what they have, I may want to go fish and try and sell some stuff. Rice pudding, midnight carb. Okay, yeah, nope, none of that is anything I want right now, so that's fine. That's good, actually. Means we have a bit of time to try and make a little bit more money, either by fishing or foraging, or a mix of both. Try and get deeper in the mines. Also, there's a lot to do, and it can sometimes be hard to know. Hey, what should I do? One thing I should definitely do is I should take this cauliflower and this green bean and go complete that bundle. Okay, let's go. Let's go up towards Robin's. Oh yeah, I could. Actually, No, I want to catch because so they have like a church. Sure, it's I don't know exactly if you would call it a church or not, but they have a gathering where people go to. If you saw the thing in Pierre's, yeah, I can do that. Maybe want to go. I'll go. But so because of the church service thing, Abigail and her mom Caroline stay in Caroline's room so that they can like talk to each other but avoid the church. I don't actually know if that happens when it's raining or not. I think it probably still does. Come on, Abigail. Or maybe not. I don't know for sure. Okay, so now I've got two hearts with Caroline, so that's nice. Come on, Abigail, I got some stuff to do today. Come on out so I can give you your present and talk to you. And then go do what else, the other stuff I need to do. um, that's some that's some semi-unique text, I guess. If you win the egg hunt, she's like, yeah, whatever, you beat me, but next year you won't be so lucky. Um, it's like, okay, we'll see. But anyway, let's go and drop these off so that that bundle is complete. Remember, oh, speed grow. That doesn't really do much for us. But that does unlock. Okay, that unlocks the boiler room bundles. Those ones are pretty easy to complete, and they're actually really useful once you do complete them because it unlocks the mine carts, and those make getting around so much easier. Um, but let's see what we need for this. Okay, so it's just so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna build one of these. Gonna put it maybe right here. You can move your buildings kind of as much as you want. They do the space does have to be cleared, like you saw there. Some you may have seen a few of the spots where it's like, oh no, you can't put it. It had a red spot because it wasn't cleared. But as long as the space is clear for the whole, however much you need, then you can place it. So that'll be good to have my silo, and then I can start saving up some money to get my coop and my barn are gonna be the next things I'll want to get. Oh yeah, so you see, I let one of those. Got a globe for some reason? No, we don't need that. I let one of the little grubs. Ooh, dwarf scroll, that's good. I didn't kill it fast enough, so it turned into the cocoon, and then from there into the bug. Wow, a lot of grubs. Damn it. So what I just did there was I read that book. Rock crab. And that one specifically. Oh, hey, look at that. Another. Each of the books has a slightly different effect. The first one that I read makes monsters more likely to drop stuff. I got another one of those. Okay, interesting. And then I got a crab. Okay, don't need the slime. Give me that crab. And then I got a mining monthly, which increases your mining stat. I don't know exactly how much, but it's always good to get a little bit of an increase for free. So I'll take that. Um, the books are something new to this update for anyone who has played Stardew before. That is a new, but if you've played it but you haven't quite checked out this update, that is a new feature. Man, I really probably need to do my inventory upgrade soon. But yeah, so those are new, and they add some extra skills and stuff. The only ones I have found so far are the monster compendium, which increases potential drops. So I think that these little grubs have a chance to drop stuff like the bug meat or another rock crab, or a something called an ancient seed, and also these like little rice shoots or whatever. Um, the ancient seed is really good, and that's something I try and that's something I always want to have as early as possible in the game, because it they sell pretty well. Like ancient fruits sell pretty well just by themselves, but also if you have a keg and make ancient fruit wine, it can that sells for um, quite a lot. So that's something I like if I can get that early on, so that as soon the downside to the ancient fruit is it does take one full season to mature. And now I should clarify a little bit. It takes 28 days to mature. Um, so it's which is how long each season is. But if you I need those cave carrots. I need those cave carrots more than I need this. I don't ever use speed drills. Um, so it will. It's not like, oh, if I plant this in, you have to plant it. Um, you pretty much have to plant it in a greenhouse or in the on the island. That's something that's a little later game, but once you finish the community center, there's a thing where you can fix Willie's boat, and if you do that, you will take you out to the island, and on that island you can grow anything whenever. Like it doesn't have the seasonal limitations for the growth like you do in your on your normal farm. Um, so you can plant them there, and do well. They still have to be watered, just like everything else. But so they take a whole season to grow, and I believe they only produce in summer. So, or if you're on the island or in a greenhouse, they will produce the entire time um, that they are planted. Need one of those cave carrots. I need this. I need this. Okay. Ooh, a fairy. I don't actually often get fairies. Um, so I don't actually remember exactly what she does. Um, I guess we're about to find out. Oh, those cave carrots. Topaz only sells for 80. Huh. I was sold for more. Oh well. Not a big deal. Okay. Okay, so um, that is extremely helpful. So she, the fairy, I guess makes everything fully grow. So it's only those, what, 20? Yeah. So that means that 20 of my strawberries are now fully grown, and those will now reproduce every 4 days. So that's a few extra harvests that I wasn't going to get. So that's really nice. And I have the strawberries to sell for some more money, which is also really good. Let's see. Because there are different things. So there are 2 more of the rooms in the community center that we haven't unlocked the ability to do the bundles for yet. And one of them is just straight up money that, like, wait, what the? I think I'm getting a bit of a visual glitch here. So I guess it worked on those horseradishes too, but because I watered all of these, so I thought I don't know. There might be a small little glitch going on. I'm not too worried about it, but so that's everything watered. Now let's. Alright, so I've got this and this for the community center. Drop those off. Leave this and this here for now. I'm taking these. So you can see we've got Robin working on our. It's salmonberry season. But we have Robin working on our silo. So once we've got that, we'll probably, and once we have enough money and materials. So I'm probably going to spend a little bit of time gathering some more materials. Okay, crab pot bundle. Alright, so we only need 1 more for that. And then, sorry, I'm jumping around a little bit in what I'm talking about. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Anyway, I'm probably gonna try and gather up enough materials for my coop and my barn next, and enough to try and repair that bridge. So I'm gonna need a good amount of wood for that, a decent bit of stone, and enough money. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so there are different heart events with each character. And usually they're with, at least with the ones that you can date, then they're usually at 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 10 hearts, and then each person does have like a 14 heart event, which you can only get after you marry them, and you can only marry one person. Um, so you can only get one person's 14 heart event per playthrough. Unless you are on PC, there's probably a mod that allows for multiple marriages. But right now, this is her heart event for 2 hearts. She is really not that good at this game called Journey of the Prairie King. It's just a little mini kind of game inside the game. You can actually, I haven't done it yet, but it's one you can play inside the saloon. They have a version of it where you can play more than just the first level, because in this you just play the first level. It is kind of a difficult game. Like, getting past the first level is usually not that hard, but it gets quite a bit more difficult the more you play of it. But anyways, so that's that. We'll go ahead and sell Pierre my stuff. Yeah, the strawberries sell for a really good amount. That's what actually, like, oftentimes my farms, what I usually do are the different like berry farms. So in the spring I'm strawberries, in the summer I'm blueberries, and in the fall I'm cranberries, because they regrow for one, and they all sell for a good bit. It is a little bit expensive to um, get set up, but it's worth it. Um, Now, so this Caroline, this is her 2 heart event. I don't know if she has others. I've never really done too much. I will get her to 2 hearts usually, because you'll get this. Well, you don't get it right now, but she sends you a letter in the mail the next day about um, tea saplings, and like, you have to get this event, so you have to be 2 hearts with her, and then go into this room on a day when it's sunny, um, because she doesn't let anyone into that room, and then, like, you're not allowed into that room until you have 2 hearts, kind of the same as okay, I have already talked to her. Same as how you're not allowed into anybody's bedrooms until you have 2 hearts with them or more. Um, but she'll send me a thing for tea saplings, and that's a because you can either take the saplings and plant it and get tea leaves and then make green tea if you have a keg, or you can just sell the tea saplings by themselves, and the tea saplings themselves um, sell for a pretty decent amount if I remember correctly. But for right now, I think what I want to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2. Alright, so I actually need more stone at the moment for, but I want to get more wood. I do need more stone for building, but also you can get a good amount of stone just by going down in the mines. So I kind of want to focus a little bit more on getting enough wood for the 3 projects that I need the wood for, which are my coop, barn, and since we're starting to feel exhausted, we'll go foraging. Coop, barn, and fixing the bridge, though, are the ones where oh, and just another little handy hint. When you are taking stuff out of a chest, if you only want to take one of it, you press on Xbox it's X, so on PlayStation that's square, I think. You press the left whatever the left button is for your system, like of the kind of the diamond, you press the left button. Is how you take just one item. If you press the bottom button, then you'll take all of it. So that can be helpful, because like right there where I kind of only wanted to take enough to put in my furnaces, so I only needed 10 copper ore and 2 coal. I didn't want to take more than that, because of that I didn't have to, put it back in my inventory. But yeah, so right now also it is salmonberry season. I believe salmonberry season goes from the 15th to the 17th or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but you'll see these bushes with the red berries on them. So if you just go up to them and press A, then they will drop you a salmonberry. So that's kind of nice. They don't sell for much. They do. I'm pretty sure they restore an okay amount of energy, so those are kind of nice to use if you're doing any kind of, wow, a lot of spring onions today. Nice. I like that. But if you're like doing a mines run, or you're doing anything where you need to kind of restore your energy, salmon berries are nice to have for that. You can sell them too. They sell for a little bit. You you can sell almost anything in this game. Some stuff you can't sell to the you can't like put in the sale chest, but you can still sell it. You just have to take it. Most of the stuff that you can't sell in the sale chest is stuff that you have to take to the Adventurers Guild to sell. So, like your old swords or any of the other, like how I've got the um, leather boots right now. Any other, like when I get something better than those, if I wanted to sell those, I would need to take them directly to the Adventurers Guild. Um, there are a few other things. I don't have the entire list off the top of my head, but um, you can pretty much the only things you can't sell in this game are your starting tools. You can upgrade your tools. That might not actually be the worst idea for me to do if I have enough. That costs 2,000. I could also upgrade my inventory. I think that's 1,000 or two. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll go ahead and sell the salmon berries. I kind of need the money more than anything else right now. Beautiful sunny day. Okay. All right. So let's see. These are all watered. Yep. Let's go up here to Fort. Oh, and we can go and check the beach too. See if there's one of those. I believe it's called a cockle. Is the last thing that I need for my crab pot bundle. But I don't have my hoe on me. Damn it. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, we're just kind of right now just foraging, trying to make enough money because I want to I want to set myself up well for the summer. Um, but to do that, I need to my goal for summer, like what I kind of want to have set up is that I plant um, 15, 15 melon, 15 corn, all in fertilized, so that I can try and get them both for the son of a biscuit. Okay. Uh, but so that I can get both the that I can get the melon and the corn for the community center, but also try and get them there also part of the quality um, crop bundle. So if I can get those, then that's nice to kind of have that taken care of. This is what Linus's events. George thinks that it's a raccoon, and I don't. I guess I'd always thought I hadn't really looked at George's picture when it showed up there. I had always thought that he had facial hair. just because it kind of looks like he has a mustache from the side. Um, all right, and this is so. Um, so this is so there are, depending on the choice you make there, you usually that'll like increase or decrease your friendship. There are a few different um, dialogue things like that happen throughout the game, and usually, and I'm not sure on that one. I've always picked the same thing of like, no, it's a shame for food to go to waste. That's like what he's doing is not wrong, etc. Um, but usually on some of the ones that I've looked up, it's there's an option you can usually there's the option you pick that gives you the most friendship increase. There's an option that gives you um, a friendship increase, but it's not as much as the other. And then there's usually at least one option that can be a friendship decrease, and then one that may just have no effect on um, friendship. So you just kind of, it's usually somewhat easy to tell if you know enough about the characters. It can be pretty easy to be like, oh, this is probably the correct answer. But not always. You know, there are, it just kind of varies based on. Um, so yeah, the Sandberries only sell for 5 gold, so it's not actually that much. But if you get a lot of them, you know, it adds up. Okay, so yeah, that's that. That tea sapling recipe, um, which is a good recipe to have. You need so what you need for that are the different um, foraging. You need spring, summer, fall, or winter seeds, which are the things you get either from completing the foraging bundles, or if you have one of each of the foraging items, uh, you can craft them into. Do I have that? I do. So one of each of the foraging items can be crafted into 10 seeds, um, and then you make these um, tea saplings, and then you can sell those, but or you can plant them. So it can be kind of good early game for some extra money, depending on how quickly you're able to get to 2 hearts of friendship with Caroline. Um, and if you either keep your spring seeds, or if you've gathered enough forageables, then it can be good. But it also does take the wood and the fiber, and that's kind of where is less productive or effective because you have to you need wood for so many other things that um, it's just a little resource heavy, and not always the best thing to do. It's to each their own for if they want to use it, and I usually do try and get the recipe because especially later on if I get a lot of wood. Okay, I don't have enough stone, so I need to gather some stone. But then I should be able to get. I always kind of hem and haw over if I should do the barn first or the coop first. I usually get the coop because. Oh wait, no, Robin's not gonna be there. It's Tuesday, so she's at the aerobics meetup. Never mind. So I can't go and get it either way. So I might as well just spend all my time gathering materials and clearing the space for. The things to actually placing like the barn and the coop. But one thing also, so once you have a silo, one thing that'll change is when you have a scythe, if you see this type of grass, okay, well, it didn't do it. It's supposed to, not always, but it has a chance to give you. There it is. So see how that gave me hay? And that goes straight into your silo. But that only happens once you do have a silo. And that, so your animals can just eat the grass if they are out, but if it's raining, they will not go outside of the coop or the barn. So you need to have hay available for them, which is why I was like, it actually would be better to get my silo built, and because it's cheaper materials and money wise. But if I have my silo built already, then I can gather up some hay so that I can make sure that they have food all the time for the rain days. But again, we're out of energy. There's definitely something. Okay, what's the weather supposed to be tomorrow? Weather forecast, it's gonna rain all day. Okay. Yeah, that's worth it. Okay, drop this all off. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to upgrade my watering can, because when you get that first upgrade, two things happen. One, it becomes okay, I don't have that. But so your watering can, when you improve it, one allows you to water three spaces at once by holding down the action button, and two, it has more charges in it uh, before it runs out, so you can water more times before you have to refill. Um, so that can really help. Oh, there's a rock there. That's why I can't go. That can really help your energy efficiency, because if you're able to water more at a time, then that excuse me, that can really do a lot for you. And so you have that. But the thing about that is, because it takes a couple days to um, complete the upgrade, you only ever want to do that for the watering can. Either if you have a rain day the next day, or I'll get to a point in the season where it's like, okay, these crops are not going to produce again in the time that is remaining in the season, so I don't need to water them. Like, watering them would be just a kind of waste of my time at that point, because I don't need them to continue to grow. Um, like with my strawberries, once it, like, let's just say if they produced some on the 25th, I know it takes 4 days for them to reproduce if you're watering them each day. Um, but they would be, they they wither and die at the end of the season. Anything that you have planted, you'll see it. That is not. Um, there are a few crops that are multi-seasonal. Corn is one of them that is a fall and a summer crop. So you can plant it in the summer and it will last through to the fall. I believe wheat is maybe one of those as well. Um, but anything else that you have planted that is not a crop of the next season will die. Um, but anyway, point I'm making is, if you want your crops to keep growing, then you need to water them. So if it's not going to be like raining the next day, you don't want to turn in your watering can just yet, um, because then you won't be able to water your crops. That was a kind of long way of saying that. Sorry, I have ADHD. I go on tangents sometimes. It happens, and I apologize if it ever becomes a little bit hard to follow. Okay, yeah. No, I didn't talk to you. Why? It's saying it didn't. Why? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. Okay. Now I can. All right. So there were a few more salmonberry bushes I saw that had some down by the bus stop. So we'll go and get those. And then I guess we will head back home and go to sleep. Uh, and this video's question for people to answer if they want is, if you have played this before, what is one of your favorite crops to plant in the spring? Mine is definitely the strawberries because of the fact that they regrow and that they sell for a good amount. Like I'm pretty sure they sell for 120 base, and then more so if they're one of the higher qualities. I don't remember. I don't think I watched Queen of Sauce on Sunday. Uh, so uh, so that's another thing. On Sundays, you'll always on Sunday and Wednesday, Queen of Sauce comes on. Um, how much? I don't remember how much money I need. I don't think I have anything else to sell, do I? Not really, no. Um, but anyway, chop some wood here. Don't remember what I was saying. Sorry. But oh, Queen of Sauce. Queen of Sauce. Yeah. So Queen of Sauce plays uh, every Sunday, and then it has a rerun of that week's on Wednesdays. Those a lot of your cooking recipes that you will need, especially if you are ever trying for perfection, which I've actually never achieved perfection in any of these playthroughs. Um, what perfection is, just kind of put it simply, is that you. Ooh, nice, free book. Or wait, ooh, what does that one do? Ooh, that's helpful. So that book is just saying when you chop down a tree, that's just what it means by felled, um, is that it has a 5% chance to give you double the wood that it normally would. That's nice. That is a good book to have found. Alright, let's go talk to Rob. But so yeah, Queen of Sauce is where you get a lot of your cooking recipes for perfection. And to get perfection, what you have to do is you have to um, ship one of everything. It's so this thing here. All of these, the ones that are that you can see, means that I have sold one through the shipping container. So Perfection is when you have all of these complete, all of this complete. You've caught every fish, so all of these are filled in. You get all of the artifacts and all of the minerals and all of the cooking. So this this when it is when you have it like that, it means you have the recipe. So like these are the things I know how to cook. Um, that I've either gained the recipe um, from Queen Sauce, or from some of them you do get from increasing certain levels, or some of them you get from increasing friendships. But either way, and then you make one of them, when you make it at least once, it will light up like that. So that's the other thing, is that you have to make one of each item. And I believe you do also have to be max friendship with, okay, 4,000 gold and 6. Okay, so I need like $10,000. But anyway, yeah. So I've never gotten perfection. In one of my last farms I was attempting for it, but there's a lot to do. It definitely is something that um, will probably take multiple in-game years to complete. Just because, well, actually, I can say for sure it will, because um, there are certain items that Pierre only starts selling in year two, like some of the seeds. Um, like one of them that you need for the community center, and is a reason why I hit guarantee year one completion, is a red cabbage seed. Um, Pierre will not sell that until year two, but you can potentially find it at the traveling cart, and you can also I there's a chance when you plant a the mixed seeds that the that it will give you one of the crop, because the mixed seeds are something, when you plant those it will give you a random crop for the season that you plant them in. So there is a chance, I believe, with those, that if you plant them, it will give you, it has a chance to give you a red cabbage if you plant them in summer. Because I always like to try and finish the community center as soon as possible. Sometimes I can get it done before winter, even. Oftentimes, actually, we'll keep those. So let me see. Oftentimes, I complete it like winter one or two, because there are a few items, the winter foraging items. You can get them before winter. Once you have your greenhouse, you can plant winter. Well, because two of them you can get from levels like 40 to 80 in the mines. Um, but the rest of them, you the other two you can only get either once it is actually winter, or if you have a seed maker and you take your a winter root and put it in the seed maker, that will give you winter seeds. There's also, you can trade for them with the desert trader, which is a thing that comes in later, but I don't. Um, that's a little bit harder to make happen just because of what you have to do to get out to the desert. Like, you can do that's definitely an option, um, that you can trade, because I think you trade fall seeds. So if you have fall seeds and can get out to the desert, then you can do that. But um, that's a little bit more convoluted pathing to get the winter seeds, and I do believe the earliest I've ever finished it was like fall. Like, it was pretty much into winter. It was pretty late in the fall that I had completed the community center. Um, but I like to get it done in the first year if possible, because then it's done and you can do um, other things. So that's always like my year one goals are usually make as much money as possible, complete the community center, and usually and uh, try and get my friendship high enough with Abigail to where I can get her to marry me. Because there's um, so the way you increase energy in this game, you get, oh dang, a lot of spring onions came. Nice. You get these things called star drops, and the first one you can usually get. And it's not necessarily the easiest to get, but it's probably the first one I'll most likely get is by getting to the bottom to level 100 in the mines. So that's new. Huh. I bet I know what that means. I'm gonna look it up real quick, but so it looks. Um, yep. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So that is a new thing that um, the master of the five ways. It's talking about your levels here. So if you get to level 10 in each of these, then that will open, and that's why it had 0 out of 5 for me right now, because I'm not level 10 in any of them. Okay, that's really interesting. It also means I'm probably gonna have to do some more fishing than I usually like to do to get my fishing level up enough, but I mean, that's not the end of the world. Alright. Let's go to sleep. And my watering can should be ready, so I can go pick that up. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, I'll need that really before I can do anything else. That's interesting though. That's gonna be a new thing to try and get whatever that has. Sorry, Harvey, I do not have any gold bar I have a couple gold ore, but I don't have enough to. I mean, I guess I could buy some off of Clint, but it's probably doesn't even out. Son of a gun, I keep forgetting. Okay, I need to. Alright, foraging level up. Nice. Okay, I need to get my hoe and come back to the beach because those are a few artifact spots. Where are you open? 9. Okay, I can probably go to my house and be back in that time. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see what that's all about with the mastery. Oh, I should grab. Alright, I've already given Abigail her 2 gifts for the week. Oh, I have a present for Caroline. Ooh, actually. Okay, so I think it maybe does give you the increases when you level up, because that just gave me 2 salmon berry, which is like an increase in your salmon berry harvest is something that you do get from increasing your foraging to level 5. Freaking Morris. She is. And of course, they're gonna take it. So yeah, Morris, who is part of the JoJo Corporation, just came in offering 50% off. And he's kind of loading. because so there is one thing. Um, there is another way. So the I'm not going to do it in this playthrough because it actually stops you being able to do the community center. I will show you all the Joja Mart, but there's another way to do. So like this is Joja Mart. Um, you can. They have stuff to buy. They have the same seeds. I think it's a little bit more. Yeah, it's slightly more expensive to buy from them. But if you talk to Morris, then you can buy a JoJo membership, and then that's another way you can kind of unlock all of the stuff because you've maybe seen when I take stuff into the community center that on the bottom of them all it says like it has a big reward for what you get when you complete that. The Joja Mart, you can do it and just pay money. Um, but the thing you do kind of lose in doing it that way is each of the small bundles. Like you complete the room and it gives you um, the certain bonuses. Um, but each small bundle also gives you a little bonus. Um, so you don't get those small bonuses if you go the Joja route, but that can be um, one way to complete things faster is by um, doing that. Like if you're good at just kind of making money, or also if you do it that way, then you don't have to worry as much about the different like doing all the different things. You can just focus all of your energy towards farming, and probably you can like do a bigger farm or whatever. Um, because yeah, you just have to pay the money. I pretty much always do the community center. I have done one JoJo Mart farm, um, and the time I did that, it was actually when I was doing a competition against my sister. To um, I was doing the JoJo route, and she was doing the community center. Since she's played this a good bit more than I have. Like I've played it a decent amount, but she has been playing it probably for like a year or so before I kind of got into it. Go ahead and plant those couple carrots. Um, so do I have anything else I could plant? Is it three something? Yeah. So like she had some more experience with it and everything. Um, but that was the one time I did the JoJo route was like okay, I get the slightly easier version of doing things of like that I just have to make money while she has to do the different bundles. But since she knew how to do those potentially quicker, it was like, okay, who who's gonna win that? And I did end up winning that challenge. Um, because yeah, the it is kind of easier to do the Jojo Mart route because you just have to make a lot of money and you don't have to keep any of the crops or any of the fish. So like a lot of those fish that I caught, you know, that's an extra $100 easy there, probably per fish, give or take. Um, so like, it is easier to just kind of make money rather than trying to get all of the different things that you need for the community center. But like I said, you get those nice smaller benefits, like you get free seeds, you get other free items later on from completing the community center. So it is um, those small bonuses definitely kind of make it more worthwhile to um, do the community center rather than um, doing the JoJo route. But some people, if they've kind of played through and done one, they want to do the other, or some people just want to do the JoJo route so that they can just focus on doing one thing early game and everything. You know, to each their own. I prefer um, the um, the community center, but um, but anyways, so but yeah, so we got our upgraded watering can. We're looking pretty good with that, and we got the crops planted. We're in pretty good shape right now. Um, we're kind of we're getting there on the amount of wood we need. We'll need some more stone. Um, I'm pretty well. Yeah, I have enough because it's 300 and 350. All right, so level four foraging. That's nice. I get that tapper. But yeah, I need three. If you like this video, leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe by hitting my icon. And if you want, you can check out some of the other videos on the channel with the links over to the right or left. Thank you all again so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.